Hey everyone, so today I'm going to be going over my day one Broly deck profile from the new set. I have had minimal testing with this current list. I've only played a couple games since I did add some cards that were um, unleaked and came out with the set dump that happened yesterday. So I do think the core of this deck is going to probably remain about the same throughout the set, but there are some cool tech pieces and some flexibility within the deck that you can change around depending on your playstyle. I do think this deck is incredibly strong. I don't think it's tier 0. Decks are just going to have to deck build differently, and playstyles are going to have to shift when you're playing into this deck. It is definitely counterable, but if you don't see your removal pieces against this deck, there's just no way you win. So we're going to start off with the 1-drops here. It's got a normal Goku cantrip. Um, I mean, this deck just wants to be slamming down cantrips if you're going first. You want to be able to build a defensive wall on board while keeping your hand size up since you do lack that draw once you flip. And then we're going to be running a 1-drop Gohan Searcher. The main reason why we're running this Goku cantrip specifically is because it is searchable off of this Gohan, gives it more targets. Um, this Gohan finds your whole entire mid-range package. It finds all of it. So this card, I think you have to run it in this deck. It finds all of your 4-drop Broly's and your Nappa. So it's very important. And then we have Bob BR. Um, this is just a really solid card to run. It's a good 10k within the deck. This deck is slightly lacking on combo power. There's not a whole lot of 10ks, so we definitely need to squeeze them in where we can. But this is also really good at popping those pesky 1-drops. It's good in the mirror match, the pop Chi-Lai, if you don't have the 4-drop 30k Broly, and you have to play the 20k one. So that is super good for the mirror match. It's good for Deadku, obviously, pop sharpeners, as well as like 1-cost Whis. It's a good card. And then we'll move on to the one of my favorite cards in the deck, the Paragus. So it's just a searcher for the deck. It finds anything that's Planet Vampa or a Broly BR. And as you'll see when we get through this whole list, it is just about the entire list. So this card is actually snapped. This is like a combo deck, so sometimes, or most of the time, you'll be missing one piece of your combo. This is going to find it for you. This is just a huge consistency piece for the deck, and it's pretty vital. And then we got Chi-Lai. I do only have her at 3 um, because I actually don't think she's that good. She's good situationally, but like I said, decks are going to start playing differently and deck building differently to play around this Chi-Lai. Um, we'll get to it, but there's a 8-drop Broly that basically has anti removal built into it. So she is really only here to protect that card against blue or your like other Brolys against the other colors. But I would rather just play, not have to tap 1 to play this Chi-Lai, and just play the Broly that protects itself to set up my 9-drop. This is good for protecting the 9-drop, I will say. Um, so you don't necessarily have to get this out early. You can probably just play this the turn you get your 9-drop out. And then we have 4 Nappa. This is a crucial card going second. You definitely mulligan for this card and this card alone. Maybe if you have your combo in hand with a Gohan, you'll keep the hand and just hopefully this Gohan hits the Nappa. But he is super important. If you have this card, you're able to play an 8-drop Broly on turn 3 with this deck if you're going second, which almost no deck can handle. They will have 4 energy to answer your 8-drop, which is doable by almost every single deck outside of green, or every other color outside of green can do it. Even if you have the Chi-Lai, they can still do it. Um, which is why I say this deck is not unbeatable. It's not tier 0. Um, but yeah, Nappa is a crucial piece. And then we have 4 of the 10k, 20k power Broly. It's just when attacking, you do have to discard a card, but then you do get to play a 1-drop from hand, and then you increase the cost of this by 3 for the turn. This card's good. When you do the discard, you can play either a Chilai off of it to protect your 8-drop that's about to come out, or you can just play a cantrip, any of these, any of these three. And the cantrip theoretically will replace the card you're discarding. So um, you, it's gonna help keep your hand size up. But this is not actually my favorite Broly to play on 4. It is this one. This one is a lot better in my opinion. It is a 30k body. It's going to be able to force cards out of your opponent's hand, which is very important because you're kind of having a resource battle. Since you do lack resources towards the end of the game, you're wanting to uh, push pressure on your opponent and make them play the same resource game that you're on and put them on a clock too. This also removes 1-drops, which is very important. You can pop Chilais in the mirror so that you can then play your starter deck Broly off of this and pop theirs. You can pop Sharpeners, any other pesky 1-drops. This card is actually insanely good in the deck. And then moving on, we have the Secret Rare Goku. I did debate if I should keep this in or not, since we do already have, as we'll get there, but we do have another double striker in the deck. So I didn't know if I wanted to run 2, but I do think you do want to run this. This is definitely a tech card. This does not have to be in the list. I do think, generally speaking, everything in this top row is a core piece. I do think we can change some ratios, but I do think you generally will run all of these cards in your Broly deck. And then down here, it will change up a little bit. But I do really like this card. It is a good get out of jail free card. If you are unable to get your 9 cost out because they removed your 8-drop, it still gives you a way to win the game on double strike because this leader, you sit at 4 energy, so there's no other way to have a double strike out really. And you'll be sitting at 2 or less life most of the game. So you'll always have access to this. And then we have 2 of the starter deck Broly. I did have this at 3. I did drop it down. It could definitely go up to 3. But generally, I only play maybe one of these a game. It's probably the first Broly you'll play out. Since your opponent will have less energy to answer this, it is generally safer if you get that out on turn 3. It does have a high chance of sticking, so I do like getting that out first because the popping and then the card draw really helps, and then you do get a dual attacker to help push cards out of your opponent's hand to set up the kill shot. And then we're moving on to one of the best cards in the deck for sure, the new 8-drop Broly that is permanent, cannot be KO'd once per turn, and then on play, you switch it to active mode, so when you play it off a leader skill, it does come in active. And then if you have 2 or less life, you gain a life. So this card is actually insane. It allows you to just take your life really early in the game, and it allows you to rip down the 2 life on turn 3 or 4, just so that you can set this up, and then you'll heal, and then you'll have like 16 cards in hand. It's actually insane. So you don't care about going down the 2 because you just have so much cards in hand that they're not going to be able to kill you anyway. They're going to be low energy too, so they're not going to be able to play out big bodies. This card is just insanely good. It is definitely the best Broly to play off of leader skill. That is why I have this at 2. Because this is like a good card to play first, but I think towards the later stages of the game, you're gonna need the heal, and also the KO protection is really big. Green cannot answer this. Almost every color cannot answer this besides blue, because they're just not gonna pop this twice in a turn. I just don't see it unless they have 2 removal spells to use. So it's about the only way. But we're gonna move on. We're gonna go to the 9-drop. Absolutely snapped 9-drop. So it does have double strike. It's a 55k, and then on play you switch this to active, so it comes in active when you cheat it off leader ability, and then you do heal a life does not have a life restriction, so no matter how much life you have, you'll heal. And then it does KO everything on the board besides itself that is cost 2 or greater. So your Chi will stick on board, and your cantrips or anything will stay on board. But it will board wipe. This is a really good card to play as soon as possible, just to really change the game state. This card's honestly just too good. Um, but yeah, and to go back to this SCR Goku, why I play this is because you'll be sitting at 4 energy, and then as long as this sticks, which it should because this is a very sticky body, especially if it's Chi on board, you'll have 4 energy to work with because you're not having to tap 4 for this Broly to get an 8 out because you're getting your 9 out for the turn. So with that 4 energy, you can actually play like a cantrip or something, and then you can play this Goku out. So in one turn, you can swing with this, play this, board wipe heal, and then play this out if you're at 1 life. If you're at 2 life, you're going to have to do it a bit differently. You are going to either have to swing at this, cheat this out, heal to 3, play a Chi, go down to 2 to play this, and go for game with this. Or you can play this first and then play this after and pop your Goku, which doesn't feel too good. Being able to stick this and this on the board and pass, even if you don't win, you're just telling your opponent, I win next turn, so you better kill me. Because they might be able to remove one of these, they're not going to be able to remove 2 of them. I just don't see a way unless they have the absolute nuts in their hand. So this combo is just really snapped. It's oppressive. Yeah, that's why I have this in here. And then we have our super combos. And finally, we have our instant Kamehamehas. I actually think this card is crucial. With the lack of combo power, it does help us survive. It also helps us go for game. But more importantly, there are some cheesy strats to get around this deck. If a green deck is able to throw your cards in energy and put you at 5 energy, as you can see, I have no way to destroy energy in this deck besides instant Kamehameha. So if they charged one of my cards and made me go to 5, my leader skill would be null and void for the rest of the game. So that is also very important as to why you need to have an instant Kamehameha. Or you could run the 4-drop promo Broly. You could run Big Bang Kamehameha. You do need a way to pop energy though, because a green deck running Warm Greeting will just win on the spot if they charge you to 5 and you don't have a way to neg your energy down. So this is my Broly list. Ratios could definitely change. I feel like the ratios for this, and maybe the SCR could change a little bit, as well as the instance, for sure. But I feel like this deck is just super solid right now. And I'm going to showcase some games using it. First game, I do showcase me bricking a little bit, show you what to do when you do not have your Brolys, basically. And then the other game, it's just like a normal game, I would say, normal curve, showcasing how powerful this deck is and how quickly it can really win a game. All right. This is a decent hand. I just have to find a Nappa. So we'll keep it. Yeah, that's fine. Hopefully I just find the Nappa off this Gohan searcher. It's like he's got a Chi-Chi on board, just to get an Awaken off. And we'll draw a super combo. I kind of want to keep this Ba for the Chi-Chi, but I might be able to just pop it with this Broly if I can curve out correctly. So we're just going to try to do that. We'll tap 1 for the Gohan. Search top 3. Hopefully we hit a Nappa. We do hit a Nappa. That's beautiful. And then we will swing leader for no combo, draw a card. And I'm going to pass my turn though. And I'll take a life. I'm not sure if I want to be taking these DKP swings, the crit swings, or not. I think I can afford to combo out of these. I guess either way I'm giving him a card though, so maybe I should just be taking him. Yeah, we'll just take it. Passes to me. I might need this Paragus Searcher, but I really don't know what else I'm gonna charge. Chilai is good to protect my starter deck Broly from the Demon Wave. I don't know what the card's called, but I guess I will just charge the Paragus. Well, I guess he hasn't established any Demon Clans on board, so maybe I'll be fine to actually charge that. Let's just swing his leader. And draw a card. Looks like we have 3 super combos, so we're looking pretty good. Play on Nappa. Move the marker over to my leader, and then we will ramp a life. And do I want to awaken him? Probably not. So I'm just going to pass. I'll make him awaken himself. Here we're okay to take hits. Actually, we're not. I thought we had a heal Broly. So we have a starter deck Broly, so we might want to play a little defensive this turn, just so we can take hits next turn. Especially because he might be playing a DKP next turn. I think we're okay to take maybe 1 attack here. Okay, we'll awaken, we'll draw, and then I'll just give him the Gohan here. Yeah, so he's going to discard a card. Okay, he's going to be able to egg this turn as well, which is pretty nice. So we are going to have to play pretty defensive here, because he's about to swarm the board. And we're gonna have to take these hits next turn, for sure. So give him that. He locks down my Nappa, which is good for him. This is not looking too hot for me, I'm not gonna lie. Alright, let's swing at Tambourine for 30. He supers, okay. Interesting. He really wants to keep this alive. We will swing at that effect, move him in the trash. We're gonna want to pop the drum here. Because we want to minimize the amount of Demon Clan he has on the card. Or Demon Clan cards he has on the board so that his DKP can't get buffed. But he's probably going to save this because he saved it on the 30. Yeah. And then we will leader ability. I think, yeah, we'll leader ability here. We'll draw. And we'll just discard the cantrip. And then we will end our turn. We're in a bad spot. We're missing Broly. Yeah, we don't really have another play next turn without another 8-drop. So we're going to hopefully try to draw into it. I think we're okay to just take this one, actually. We're going to have to get out of one of these. So maybe I'll just get out of this one while I can. Yeah, and then we'll just take this one. Hopefully draw something with combo. It's okay. I'm curious to see if he decides to make a marker here. I think he's just going to probably play a DKP. Get another egg out. If I had to guess, maybe an SCR. But yeah, I'm going to have to get out of this tampering swing because I'm going to take the swing of whatever he plays out here. See if he affects. He does, okay. See if he leaves it at 20. Yep, just 20. Let's give him a 10 here. Yep, SCR comes out. Swings me. See if he combos. I'll just take this one. 2 instance. We really need an 8-drop Broly here. We kind of just lose on the spot. Because he might just play another drum out and lock my my Nappa again. He does not. Tambourine. This can't be removed by effects. Okay. So we have 4 super combos. All right. Hopefully we draw something. A cantrip. Yeah, I don't know if that's gonna work. This is gonna look weird. I don't have another play. I really need to draw into something. If I can draw into my 9 cost or a searcher for the 9 cost and get that out, we're in a really good spot here. But I just need to draw something. You're in Nappa. Oh, that's not good. I mean, we can play him out and then just not use the effect, which is always an option. Right now, we really need to focus on board clear, which I don't know how I'm going to pull off. Let's start a 45 at the S. Oh my gosh, I don't know why it's moving so much. Let's start with the 45 at the SR. And we'll untap. And then we will go 45 at Glorio. And then let's go 20 here, 20, no effect. And then we'll go 30 lead. Tap 3 for Napa. Vegeta effect. And we will pass. So we do have the absolute god hand. Maybe we can bait out something here. I will just give him the cantrip here. It's too easy not to. And we're just going to take this hit here. We're really looking to just kill him next turn. Which we are able to search for a 9 cost now next turn, and then pop the energy with instant, and then cheat the 9 cost out, so long as he doesn't remove this turn, which he very well can. So we just have to pray he can't remove it, and it's probably coming down right now. Yep, I knew it was. Okay. So I do believe we do have to charge this, because we have to see a Broly here. I don't see another way of us winning. We could have not charged, actually, and just done it a different way, but I think we're fine to do it this way. I just don't know what I want to discard. We'll leader ability first. See if we can draw something better. Okay. Another instant that we're going to have to pitch. All right. I think let's just start off with a Paragus. And then we'll peep top 5. We do find the 9 drop. But we don't have an 8 drop to play out, so this is going to be an interesting game. I almost just want to get this 4 drop, actually, and we're going to have to find this SCR Goku or something to win. Yeah, I don't know how else we win this game besides pulling that off. Because we just didn't find the Broly we needed. Actually, have we leader skilled? I believe we did, yes, okay. Let's go. I'm going to go 30 here. See what he gives me. And then I'm going to go 30 here, see what he gives me, or if he takes. We're going to tap 4 here, play the 30k Broly, and then I will go 30 at him. If we had an 8-drop Broly here, we would really be cooking, but we just don't. No effect. 20. Try to set up something for next turn, unless he combos out. He does combo out. We are just going to pass here, and we have an insane amount of combo in our hand, so... Let's see if he combos on this. No combo. We'll give him the Paragus here. Looks like he plays Gogeta. We'll trash that. We do need these Nappas if we want to live. He is going to swing leader. No response. I believe I'm going to do an instant, and then I will throw a 10k on top. This should get me out. Give me 45. Oh, 10x is both of my guys. All right. This is not looking good anymore. Wow, I can't believe we top decked that, boys. Oh my goodness. I can't believe we top decked that. We'll draw a card. We'll ditch a card. Let's do the math here. At most, he can have 50. So if we just go 30, 40, 50, that'd be a 55, 70. So we will swing lead for 10, 20, 30, make it 50. And then we'll pay 3 for Goku. We will swing leader for 70. Whatever. Does look like he does not have it. All right. GG's. That was a close game. I bricked super hard, as you can see, but we pulled it out with the nasty top deck. So. All right. Looks like we're going to be playing a Vegito this game. Roll 17. I will go second. All right. Draw out 6. We got the Nappa. We're lacking a good turn 1. We could Chilai. That's not terrible. If he has Zamasu, I kind of just cry. But I think we're just gonna keep. Even then, I guess if he Zamasu's this, if I play another one, it's gonna be less likely for him to have a second one. So there's that at least. Let's see what he pitches here. Final Hope. And a Sickle. Okay. It's like he's just getting some filtering going, getting some bricks out of hand. This is kind of a tough charge. I think we're just gonna charge the instant. I have 3 others in the deck, so I'm sure I'll draw into it. We're gonna swing first, see if I can't draw something better than the Chilai to play. I don't. So we are just gonna play the Chilai. Do I want to take a life? No life take. I don't think we're gonna want to take the life. And then I'll pass, and then I'll take a life off of leader. I guess if I did take the life off Chilai, I could awaken with the Nappa, which would actually get me a filter. But he is just going to swing me twice, so it's going to be the same exact thing. Looks like he is on a rush build. Got to keep that in mind now. And we were just drawing absolute bricks right now. Okay. I mean, I do get to awaken next turn, but do I even want to awaken? Is the thing, you know? Do I need to awaken during next turn? I could swing bigger at the Broly, but or at the Nappa, but I think we're gonna give him a card here. Oh, that's not okay. Yep. All right, we're gonna charge the Nappa here. I guess we're just gonna start off with this Nappa in case he wants to take this life from the leader swing. Give him less cards to work with to combo out. Looks like we do charge a Broly. Feels a little bad, but go 30 at that Crit Vegeta. Okay, gives us 2 10s. I think we're fine to swing his leader. And we'll just go no combo with it. And then we will pass, and then I'll take a life. Not too sure if I should have just taken that or not. Got to play test some more. I could see arguments for both. I guess I would have been at 4 life anyway, and I gave him a 10k. So maybe I should have just taken that, actually, thinking back on it. I guess I would have got the cycle in, and I guess I could have poked this a second time instead of just giving him a card. So yeah, slight misplay. We are just gonna heal next turn, so I'm taking both of these. Crit. We will just we'll just take it. Oh, what? What the hell? Wait, what did I just click? Face up. There we go. Oh wow, he did get up to he's gonna be up at 20. Surprised he didn't swing this first, but it's fine. I am definitely going to take. I will awaken, draw a card, and then I will just take that. Yeah, let's give him a 5 there. turn. Draw. We do have the 9 cost here. We're going to charge this. I think we just need to put pressure on his face here. We definitely should remove this though, for sure. Maybe try and remove both bodies depending on how he combos here. Because we are just going to take this 40k leader swing next turn. He can't double strike us, given he's going to be going in the 4 energy. So we feel a lot better about that. So I think I just do want to poke a 30 at face, just to see what he does. He does Savior, okay. Gonna play a Broly here. He might be more inclined to giving this Vegeta up. So I'll just swing 30 at it now. Cool. I do believe it might just be better just to poke a 20 at this Goku and then effect. We'll trash this. Play out my own Broly. And then we'll heal a life. And then just 20. And then we will go 50 at life. And then we will leader skill. I'll draw a card. And then we do not need 2 9-drops, so we will pitch a 9-drop. And then I will pass. So here he could Zamasu Lightning this off the board. He would be tapping out for it though. And then I can just play another 8-drop next turn. So, alright, looks like he is just going to Vegito. Let's see if he bounces the Chi-Lai. No, he takes it back. Okay. Gonna swing leader first. I am always going to take this. Gonna Vegito, see if he bounces my Chi-Lai. He'll bounce the Nappa the hand. $30 at face. I almost want to take this because we can just 9-drop and go for a kill, but I think actually if we... This is a little risky. We could just play another 8-drop out, establish that, and then set up for the kill next turn. But if he does have a double striker, I might just die on the spot. But I don't know how much. He might have too much combo for me to be able to poke a 50, and then my leader swing, and then this 30 would have to, one of those would have to go through. So we're gonna play risky. I'm just gonna take it, and we're gonna see what happens here. We do draw a super combo, so I feel a lot better about that. Draw an 8-drop Broly. I would love to get some of these bricks out of my hand, but unfortunately I can't leader ability without an instant in my hand. So we are gonna have to not charge. I will leader skill. Draw. And then we will pitch a Nappa. We are still kind of bricked up. We do have the 3 supers, which is nice. But besides that, it's not too good for us. I am just going to start with a 50 at lead, and we're going to keep it at 50. See what he gives me. He does take. So here I could just play some searchers and go for a double strike kill on him, which is very doable. How much would I be swinging? 55. I can play a Chilai and I can take the life that this will heal, which give me an extra card. So that's going to be. I think we can start off with a Searcher here. We are going to go for this play this turn, by the way. We'll see what we can hit. Peep 3. We do hit a Paragus, or we could do another Gohan and try to find an instant. I do like that more. We're just going to do that. And then we're just going to tap him, play him again. We do find the instant that I was looking for. Awesome. And then we're going to tap 1, play Goku, draw. And then we are going to swing here, effect, move this, move Broly out, and then his effect, gonna pop that, and then I'll heal a life. Fizzle. And then we are going to tap 1, play Chilai here, Chilai effect, I'll take a life. And then we will swing lead for 60, 65, 70, 75, 80, 85. It's going to be 100. It's going to be 110, 120, 130, 140, 150, 155. He's got 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 105. So it looks like we do get there. On the back of the broken 9-drop. Before he could even reach 5 energy. So that is the power of Broly, as you can see.